What if I told you that Grey Leno can be an infinite AI?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We have a very special guest tonight, the one and only Vinny Vinesauce. Are you all ready to hear
Why is it
from
left
one of
ear?
the best content creators out there?
Is that Saul Goodman in the audience?
Sorry about that, folks. Let's start the interview. So, Vinny, tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into making videos.
Well, I started making videos as a hobby and eventually
Why is it all in the left ear? Is there anything I can do about that to fix that on the fly like this? I don't think I can, chat. I'm sorry. Mono mode? How do? Well, I'm in shitty XSplit, so I don't know if I can do that.
it turned into a full-time job. I love making content for my viewers and interacting with them.
I think I can, chat. I think I can.
Sorry about that.
Why is that so
Let's
funny?
move on. What's your favorite movie and game?
My favorite movie is The Godfather, and
What?
my favorite game is The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Ha 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 ha. Well, that's a new one. But moving on. What kind of car do you like to drive?
I love driving my convertible.
No.
You can drive my car. What about you, Vinny? What's your favorite car?
I love driving my sports car. It's fast and fun to drive.
Yeah, I don't think I can do mono mode. I'm trying. I'm looking for it while this is happening.
And thank you, Vinny, for being our special guest. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Great band, by the way. Garfield, like real Garfield, trash bag, Birdo.
Welcome back, folks. We're here today with the one and only
Great
Vinny
voice.
Vinesauce. He's the lead vocalist and guitarist for the band Redvox and a notorious video game streamer.
Oh my
So,
god.
Vinny, tell us, how did you get started in the music and gaming industry?
Well, Gray, I've always had a love for music and gaming. I started playing guitar when I was just a kid, and I was always drawn to the idea of creating something unique and creative. As for my gaming career, I started streaming on Twitch a few years ago, and it just took off from there.
That's great, Vinny. Now, what kind of movies and games do you like?
I'm a big fan of horror movies,
Horror
especially
movies.
the old classics like Psycho and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What?
As for games, I love the Resident Evil series, and I also enjoy playing Minecraft and The Legend of Zelda.
Awesome, Vinny. And I heard you're a car enthusiast. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Mustang GT.
Oh, that's so shit. I love it. It doesn't know what to do. Hang on. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna fix it. We're at 3 minutes 28 seconds. Hang on. I'm gonna fix this. Chat. Oh, that is insane. Chat, give me a second here. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's I know you don't have any video right now. I'm just trying to figure out the audio.
Everyone, we have a very special guest.
Oh god. Does anyone know how to do it in VLC? Chat in VLC? A stereo? Oh, mono. I got it. This'll do.
Drive!
I drive a Mustang GT, Gray. It's my pride and joy. I love the feeling of power and speed behind the wheel.
Well, Vinny, it's been great having you on the show today. Thanks for being here. And that's a wrap, folks. Tune in next time for another episode of the Grey Leno Show.
Grey Leno. It's the Grey Renaissance. Oh god, this is. I haven't seen any of this, by the way. I just watching it for the first time.
Welcome to the Grey Leno Show. I'm your host, Grey Leno, and tonight I have a very special guest. Please welcome Vinny Vinesauce.
Hi, Gray. It's great to be here.
I'm such a big fan of your work on Redbox.
Thank you. It's always
Thank
nice
you.
to hear that.
So, Vinny, tell me about your life. What was it like growing up?
Well, I grew up playing video games and watching movies, which eventually led me to start Redbox and make content about those things.
Can you believe it? A video game and movie lover just like me.
Ha 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 ha, yes, it's definitely a passion of mine.
Oh, what are some of your favorite movies and games?
Some of my favorite movies are The Godfather and Pulp Fiction.
But
And as for
Godfather
games,
again.
I really love The Legend of Zelda.
Always
Ocarina
Zelda.
of Time and Dark Souls.
Okay, wow, that was great.
I haven't played it really. I haven't finished it.
I like to drive sports cars, something fast and flashy.
No.
I love it. Sports cars are the best.
No.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us, Vinny, and thank you to all of our viewers at home. Until next time, good night.
It does. The voice doesn't even know how to like be real. Get real. Doesn't know how. Grey Leno is the most in-depth interviewer of all time,
Welcome
chat.
everyone to Grey Leno tonight. I'm your host, Grey Leno, and my guest tonight is a man who's taken the internet by storm with his comedic gaming stream. This is Vinny Vinesauce.
It's so bad. What is this audience? There are parts of this that are not
Vinny,
AI created,
it's
by the
great
way.
to have you here tonight. Let's
The
start
script
with
and
a
the
little bit
voice
about
are.
your life. How did you get started with Redbox?
Well, Gray, I started playing games as a kid and always loved making people laugh, so I started streaming and it just took off from there.
That's amazing, Vinny. And what kind of movies and games do you like to play?
I love all sorts of movies, but my favorite is probably The Godfather. As for games, I'm a big fan of Grand Theft Auto and the Mario series.
That's great. And what kind of car do you like to drive?
I love driving my Mustang. It's just a classic American muscle car.
Get a Mustang now. Oh my god.
Vinny, have you ever heard of Clussy the Clown?
What?
No, I haven't.
Ew. Well, he's a real interesting guy. Have you ever driven a clown car before?
Ha 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 ha, no, I haven't.
Well, I think it's about time you gave it a try. So what do you guys think? Should Vinny give clown car driving a try?
Oh, well, the audience has spoken. Clearly
There you
I
have it,
should.
Vinny. Looks like you got some fans who want to see you drive a clown car.
Ha 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 ha, I'll have to give it a try sometime.
What is that real
It's been
laugh?
great having you on the show, Vinny. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me,
Ha
Gray.
ha ha ha.
It's been a blast.
Do you know who Clussy the Clown is? Honestly, yeah, no, I don't know who Clussy the Clown is. I don't know. Grey Leno is desperate to get me driving a fucking clown car.
Welcome to the Grey Leno Show. No. Sorry about that, folks. I get a little excited sometimes. Well, that was fun. So who's ready for our next guest?
Yeah, chat, we're watching this whole thing.
Welcome to the show. So, Vinny, what do you think about clowns?
I don't really have an opinion on clowns, to be honest.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today.
Good interview.
Welcome, everyone, to the Grey Leno Show. Today, we have a very special guest, Vinny Vinesauce.
Someone in chat said, I've never been more excited for a BRB.
Hello, Gray.
So, Vinny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a video game streamer, and I play a lot of games. I'm also the lead singer of the band Redvox.
That's fantastic. And what's your favorite game and movie? Lee?
My favorite game is The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and my favorite movie is The Big Lebowski.
Oh, Big Lebowski.
Sorry about that. Let's get back to the interview. So, Vinny, what kind of car do you like to drive?
I'm more of a motorcycle guy, actually.
Oh, I learn something new about myself every day.
That's cool. Do you like clowns?
Not particularly.
That's cool. Do you like clowns?
Sorry about that. Let's take a break and come back in a minute.
Chat, this is utterly insane. If only there was a way to fully automate this and just have infinite Grey Leno interviews with, like, infinite characters.
So what do you guys think about clowns?
Maybe there
That's
is.
what I thought. Let's get back to the interview with Vinny.
Who wants to figure this out? Who wants to figure this out,
That's it for
chat?
today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the
I just
Grey
left.
Leno Show.
Wait, who's that? Was that? Who is that on the camera? What's that? Harrington?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Today we have a very special guest, Vinny Vinesauce.
Hey, Gray. It's great to be here.
So, Vinny, let's start with the basics. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a content creator and streamer. I've been working on the gaming channel Redvox for quite some time now.
Gaming channel,
and I love
Redbox.
playing and creating content around different games.
That's great. So, what are some of your favorite games?
I love a lot of games, but some of my favorites are The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Bros., and Fallout.
Amazing! And what about movies? What are your favorite movies?
I love movies, especially sci-fi and fantasy. Some of my favorites are Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and The Matrix.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. So I hear you love cars too. What kind of car do you like to drive?
Yeah, I love cars. I'm a big fan of muscle cars, especially the Dodge Challenger.
Dodge Challenger now.
Now, let's talk about something else. Excuse me.
Was there something
Sorry
on the
about that.
floor?
Whoops.
Chat, what was that on the floor?
Let's talk about something else.
Is that like a tiny
excuse
Squirtle?
me.
There's a tiny, like, sands or something.
Sorry about that. Whoops.
Vinny, how are you gaining viewers from this? I guess we all appreciate
about
some good
that.
trash. I don't know.
Sorry about that. Let's dance.
I would watch this late night show. This would be my favorite late night show if this was real.
Okay, let's talk to the audience. How are you guys doing today? And now, let's get back to the guest. So, Vinny, I hear you love clowns. What's the deal with that?
What? No, I don't love clown.
Don't love clown. The Grey Andre Show.
Welcome to the Grey Leno Show, where we bring you the weirdest guests on the planet. Today we have a special treat. We have the one and only Vinny Vinesauce here to talk about his life, his work.
Chat,
on
there's
Red
only a
Box,
couple more
and his
minutes of this, like
favorite movies
8.
and
That's
games.
not too bad.
Hi there, Gray.
It's gonna be
Now
great.
let's get started with the interview.
Great 8
So
minutes.
Vinny, tell us about your life.
Well, I was born and raised in New York City. I've always been interested in video games and the internet. I started my YouTube channel back in 2010 and have been streaming video games ever since.
Ooh, that's amazing. Blue guy.
Why is that funny?
Excuse me.
Why is that funny? It
Sorry
shouldn't
about
be.
that. Let's continue with the interview. So, what made you start your YouTube channel?
Well, I've always loved video games, and I wanted to share my passion with others. I started my channel back in 2010, and it's been an amazing journey ever since.
Whoa!
Okay.
Sorry about that. Let's continue with the interview. So, what are some of your favorite movies and games?
Some of my favorite movies are The Godfather and The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
As for games, I love The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Brothers. What's wrong, Gray?
Nothing, just a funny face. Woo! Let's dance. Sorry about that. Let's continue with the interview.
Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Grey Leno, and I've got a fantastic guest for you tonight. He's a streamer, a singer, a storyteller, and a sensation. Please welcome to the show, Vinny Vinesauce.
Grey Leno. Who's William Maltmile? It's the show that
Vinny,
Grey
it's
Leno
great
stole.
to have you here on the show. I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank you, Gray. It's great to be here.
So let's get started. Can you tell us a little bit about your life and how you got started with Red Vox?
Sure, I got started with Red Vox a few years ago. I'd always loved music, and I was looking for a way to express myself creatively. I started streaming and singing, and before I knew it, I'd built a following. Now, I've got this great community of fans who support me and my music.
That's amazing, Vinny. I can't even imagine how it feels to have so many people support you. Hey, everyone, what do you think of Vinny's music?
This Sonic toilet is amazing.
So, Vinny, what are your favorite movies and games?
Well, Gray, I love all
Love
kinds
The
of movies,
Godfather.
but my favorite is probably The Dark Knight.
The Dark
And
Knight.
as for games, I'm a big fan of Grand Theft Auto.
Awesome. And what kind of car do you like to drive?
I like to drive sports cars, Gray. I love the speed and the adrenaline rush.
Oh, God.
Oh fuck! Oh, this is so stupid, and I'm laughing like a maniac.
Welcome to the show, Vinny.
Hi, everyone.
So, Vinny, I hear you're a musician and a streamer. Tell us about Red Vox.
Yeah, Red Vox is my band. We play a mix of alternative and classic rock, and I stream games on my channel, Vinesauce.
That's amazing. What are your favorite movies and games?
I really love The Matrix and Blade Runner for movies.
Oh, you
And
got
for
one
games,
of
I
them.
love The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Super Mario Brothers.
These choices. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Tesla Model S.
I want to know.
Love Teslas.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm excited sometimes.
The voice.
Ha 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 ha. What was that?
I don't know. I just feel like dancing sometimes.
Ha 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 ha. Well, that was interesting.
Okay. Enough of that. So what do you think of clowns, Vinny?
What? Clowns?
Yeah, clowns. You know, the funny guys with the big shoes and red noses.
Ha ha ha. I'm not a big fan, to be honest. They freak me out a bit.
Ha ha ha. That's fair. I like them, but they're not for everyone. So what do you have coming up next?
We have a new album coming out soon, and I have some big streams planned.
I guess this is that. Chat, we're almost done. Only 8 minutes left.
Welcome Welcome to the Grey Leno Show, where I interview the biggest and weirdest names in entertainment. And today we have a special guest, Mr. Vinny Vinesauce.
Weirdest names in entertainment.
So, Vinny, tell me about your life. How did you become involved in music?
Well, Gray, I've always loved music. I started playing piano when I was just a kid.
Oh, piano
and from
I
there,
play now.
I just kept exploring and discovering new forms of music. I eventually formed a band called Redvox, and we've been making music ever since.
That's amazing. What kind of music does Redvox make?
We play a mix of alternative rock, progressive rock, and experimental rock. We like to push the boundaries and try new things.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I love that kind of music.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe it after a vomit.
Ha ha ha, yeah, I don't think you do, Gray.
Am I lying, folks?
Ha ha ha.
So, what kind of movies and games do you like?
I'm a big fan of sci-fi and fantasy movies, and I love playing RPGs and strategy games.
Really? That's not what I expected. I thought you would be more into horror movies and first-person shooters.
No, not really. I like to escape into fantastical worlds and imagine different scenarios.
Interesting. And what kind of car do you like to drive?
I drive a Tesla Model S.
So
I love
sensual.
electric cars and the idea of using clean energy to power our transportation.
Ooh,
I just
that's
drove a Dodge
amazing.
Challenger.
I've never driven an electric car before, but I hear they're really smooth and quiet. Sorry about that, folks. I just got a little carried away.
My God.
So I heard that you're
Okay.
Welcome to Grey Leno's Big Day. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing one of the most talented musicians in the world, Vinny Vinesauce.
Thank you, Gray.
It hurts from
It's
laughing.
an honor to be here.
God, pardon me.
Aha, that was unexpected.
Sorry about that.
No, stop.
I
Stop.
just get a little nervous
Do
sometimes.
the interview. It's going to be great.
What do you guys think of my moves? Now, let's get down to business. Vinny, you're the lead singer of the band Redvox. How did you get started in music?
Well, I've been playing music since I was a kid. I grew up listening to classic rock and metal. And I
Metal.
always knew I wanted to be a musician.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I started playing in bands, and eventually, I formed Redvox.
That's amazing. So, what's your favorite movie and game?
My favorite movie is probably
Godfather.
The Shawshank Redemption, and my favorite game is probably The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina
Arena
of
of
Time.
Time.
Who else loves The Shawshank Redemption?
Why is he being sassy?
And what about cars? What kind of car do you like to drive?
I like to drive a Tesla Model S. I love how quiet and smooth it is, and the fact
this
that
like
it's
a character
electric is
arc?
a huge bonus.
Going from like
Speaking of cars,
pollution
have you ever
cars.
driven a clown car?
No, I haven't. That's not really my thing.
Well, I love clowns. They're
All right,
silly
Chad.
and
There's
funny.
we're almost done. Only 8 minutes left. Okay, no, it's done. It's actually no, it's done. It's done. Wow. So yeah, that was incredible. I don't know exactly how this was done, but there's notes. The script for the show was generated by ChatGPT after training and fighting the AI on Grey Leno and the content behavior present on the Grey Leno Show. You can see examples in the screenshot provided. So I'm not going to actually, read this out loud, but if you would like to pause and check it out. I'm sorry, but I don't have any information on the character Grey Leno as a parody of Jay Leno. So, yeah, Jackal had to fight to get that to even work. I did not have to train it much on Vinny or Redvox. I had enough information on these subjects. After getting the AI to uncensor itself, I asked it to generate 12 different scripts for the show. These include camera shots, whether it had music, dialogue, actions performed by Grey Leno, Vinny, or the audience. Oh, okay. Then I trained 11labs.io on Vinny and what I could isolate of Grey Leno's voice. Grey Leno came out sounding like Oprah Winfrey needed an exorcism, but I decided to keep it. The voice was slightly pitched and warbled to try to match the Grey Leno as best I could. The music was AI generated by Moopert.com. Jesus Christ. Or Moobert. After getting everything generated, I used a location in VR chat avatars I created for Grey Leno and Vinny to perform and shoot the scenes in VR. The voice lines are piped through VR chat through the avatars, so they would look like they're speaking their lines. Minor adjustments and cuts were made from the original scripts for a variety of reasons, but it's close enough. Puppeteering of the avatars and camera controls was done by me, and I had a little bit of help from Johnny to help pilot Lenny, Leon, Vinny, and Lenny for some scenes or create the band footage using an edit of 3 separate shots to make it look like there were more people than there actually were. And here's the audience. Johnny, Majester, Cypher, Synergist, Nefarious Bear, Phoenix, Seraph, Neoskunk, Mitch Runs, Rickubus, and Clutchski Vinyl. That is just like insane amounts of effort for such a Grey Leno thing. Really, like, there's almost no need for this, but I loved it. I really, it started to hurt when I was laughing. Vinny, could you imagine telling your 12-year-old self that when he is older, this is his life? I swear I had nightmares about this, but here we are. Now, if only this was, like, if you could make this infinite and have, like, a variety of guests and have it be a Twitch channel, like Infinite Hams, that would be incredible. But again, no idea how that would be possible, and no, I do not drive a clown car. We're going to take a break, everybody. That was from Umami. U-M-A-M-I. U-M-A-M-I. Yes, U-M-A-M-I. It took me a minute to... I was like, how do you spell that anyway? All right. Yeah, chat, we're going to take a couple minutes, 3 minutes. I'll be back with this very chaotic duck game. And then we have Forgotten Mac stuff. So, you know, just 8 minutes. No, less than that. I'll be right back. No, the break hasn't started yet, chat.